been your experience with the work that we've done, you know, on Eagle Creek, Alaska, in terms of getting rid of entities and, you know, helping you out with the entities that have been attacking you? Kind of, can you tell people a little bit of what your experience has been?
Sure. The lady called me back next week in a panic, and it was like Friday night at 10 o'clock. I had a friend over here, and I said, okay, I'll come over. It'll take me about 2 hours. I'm in the middle of something. We went over, and she had, I don't do people. I've never had a teacher, so I'm kind of winging it, you know, winging a prayer here, and learning as I go. So I don't do people, and she had something in her thigh and leg. So this is what I do. And when I come across things that I'm sure of or don't know anything about, I refer them to someone else. And you happen to be one of those people. And in fact, I say to you you're like my emergency room. Thank you for critical situations. Um, so we went over there, and it would come halfway out. Both of the girls would go, "Oh, look, he's sticking his head out. Oh, look, he's halfway out." And I thought to myself, I knew, you know, I could run and kick, and I can get this thing out of there. It's not going to be any problem. But I was concerned it might go into someone else.
Right.
And the friend that I took over there, and her husband, who was downstairs. So since, like I say, I don't do people, I told her, well, hang on, I know somebody to take care of.
That was Maria, right?
That was Maria.
Yeah.
And so I called you, and while we were talking, actually, just like this, you took the entity out right there, right out of her thigh, and gave the history. It was a karmic thing, and there was a spear point from a battle with the natives, and that story.
Right.
And but at any rate, you took it out right here as we were talking. And so going back over there, and second, I think in another call to you, I mentioned that there was a nasty group of people up on the hill. The word had gotten to me that they used the word blood cult up on the
And
hill.
they actually were close to Maria, right? They were just like a block or 2 blocks away from her.
Right. They're just several blocks away uphill from them. Same neighborhood, exactly.
Great.
And that was my understanding, so I thought I'd mention it. And when I did, you kind of cocked your head to the side and said, no, not one, three. There are three.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I kind of took a big gulp and swallowed hard. I thought one was enough. So, apparently that night, because I tend to ignore them, my friend that's with me, she's very, I feel things, she sees, hears the whole bit. In fact, growing up, she thought she was crazy until she met me and kind of got her straightened out. She's very good now, and it's great when we can work together because we're kind of opposite and we cover each other's back. It works really well. And yeah, apparently that night somehow I wasn't paying attention, and I have a chronic pain thing normally, which kind of hinders me sometimes, but I didn't have it that night for some reason. I think it's because whenever I do the work like that, that pain actually lightens up or goes away. It's really neat.
Wow, that's awesome.
Like when I heal someone, I get healed. It's really neat.
Yeah, isn't that cool how that works?
Oh, it's great. I didn't have any pain for 2 whole. And but that night something happened, and I felt it, and I thought, okay, yeah, I got something in you. So I would kind of get it out and come back, get it out. I never could quite get it all the way out. And after about 3 or 4 days, I was getting weaker and realized, well, I need some help. And so I called you, of course,
right.
Emergency room doctor. And let's see. I was in the bedroom, and we were on Skype. Like this. I was in the bedroom, and I just laid out and opened up my heart, and you took them out. It was really quick. You said,
the entities, you mean?
Yeah,
the entities, right? Yeah, because you guys were I remember that same time frame was when you all were being attacked because there was 3 satanic blood ritual cults or groups that were actually opening up like some huge portals.
Right.
what I call the astral plane and bringing in all these like distorted entities that are, and the whole town was being like, I remember the whole town was being super attacked. And then what was happening with you, if I remember, is you actually were being attacked constantly because you were helping Liz and you were helping several other people, and they kept on coming back to you and kept on attacking you. So that's when you were like, holy moly, what do we do? And I remember I cleared them all out of you, and we actually did a couple of sessions because they kept coming back. 2 sessions. Yeah.
We did too.
And we cleared them all out, and then I gave you this like prime creator prayer for you to do, for Maria to do, for Liz to do, for everybody to do, so that it could realign the energy and close the portals and make these 3 satanic cults that were in your area. I don't know if they're still active or not. I don't think they are. You know, we made them inert, what I call inert, where they could not function, and it didn't work for them to do what they were doing anymore.
Right, it's like they've been bound. That's
Right. They were definitely I definitely do that kind of work where I bind, you know, and I also, you know, get them to be gone for good.